In this video I'm going to show you one of the tools you can use for identifying OLE heights and staggers information and exporting a line string through OLE. So for this we're going to use the overhead line detector tool. Now when we open this up here we have the opportunity to import an overhead line, or by picking a point on a line we can get it to auto detect create a line string through the overhead. A couple of options here. We can tell it from the point we pick, we can detect in ascending direction, and we can get it to go in descending direction. We can also give it a maximum length to run in each direction. So if I go ahead and pick a point here on a line, if you're struggling to see it, you can also change the scan point size and it will start detecting through each direction on the length of the line. You also have this graphical view here which will give you the lateral offset and the height. It will also show a defining point of where it thinks it's found a pole, i.e. a contact point between the overhead line and the cantilever, or the registration arm, sorry. So once that's complete, we will then save the line. So we can give it a name, contact up, and a reference track so that it can derive the heights and staggers relative to that line. So for this one it's the up main, and we're going to accept that. You can then continue on and do that for catenaries or different lines. Over on this side, in the Project Explorer, you'll see we now have this overhead line contact created. Again, you'll see the graphics view in the bottom. There's also a little legend there that tells you what you're looking at: horizontal deviation, vertical deviation, special points, pointing intervals, and pole points. So the intervals are over here. What you can get it to do is you can tell it to start change and end change and get it to create a point at a set distance, and then you can add the intervals in here, and this will appear in your list below. What it does automatically is that it finds what it calls a pole, or basically a contact with a registration arm and a mast. It stores those automatically. It gives you the chainage, the offset and height relative to the line. For instance, if you're looking for a midspan point, you can use the graphics view. If you hold control and zoom in, you can zoom in, and if you select the scroll in, and if you select the point, it will take us to a position for a midspan. You can select the point here. It'll ask for a point number, and then we can add that to a list. You'll see here it's created the red line for a special point, as we're going to call it midspan, and I'll add that in to those change values. Once you're complete with this, you can then export out this information to a text file, CSV, which you can then later on update in a spreadsheet.